nectar with Gita Panchamrit, the 5 verses which cover the entire essence of the Bhagavad Gita. And today we are going to reflect upon the 5th verse, that is the 5th nectar. So before that, let us prepare ourselves. Being prepared is very important. Anytime God can come, we must be prepared. 30 seconds, 15 seconds, 1 second. So let us sit straight. Head, neck, backbone straight. Keep the body still. When the body is still, the mind automatically, very easily becomes peaceful. When the body is moving constantly, especially the eyes, hands, fingers, it is not very easy for the mind to settle down. At least every day we must try to sit still for 5 minutes. No movement. Let us withdraw our mind from all that has happened in the past. Only keeping the learnings with me. That can only happen if we stop entertaining lot of stories, constantly talking about our past stories to others, which others are not so interested. Let us withdraw our mind from future anxieties, worries, present tensions and confusions. So when the mind is withdrawn from the past and future, it settles down, it becomes peaceful, calm very easily. A still body, a peaceful mind, a clear intellect is the sadhana we have to do to attain this equilibrium, and then the greatest spiritual adventure happens spontaneously. Let us invoke God's grace and Guru Parampara's blessings by chanting loudly together. Let us take a deep, slow, conscious breath and chant loudly. Om. 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 Avavatu Sano Bhunaktu Sah Viryam Karvavahai Tejasvinavadhitamastu ma vidvishavahai. Vahai. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti.
गजाननं भूतगणादिसेवितं कपित्थजम्बूफलसारभक्षितम् उमासुतं शोकविनाशकारणं नमामि विघ्नेश्वर पादपङ्कजं सरस्वती नमस्तुभ्यं वरदे कामरूपिणि विद्यारम्भं करिष्यामि सिद्धिर्भवतु मे सदा। अखण्डमण्डलाकारं व्याप्तं येन चराचरं तत्पदं दर्शितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। अज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मीलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। गुरुर्ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णुः गुरुर्देवो महेश्वरः गुरुरेव परं ब्रह्म तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः। स्थावरं जङ्गमं व्याप्तं यत्किञ्चित् सचराचरम् तत्पदं दर्शितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। त्वमेव माता च पिता त्वमेव बन्धुश्च सखा त्वमेव विद्या द्रविणं त्वमेव सर्वं मम देवदेव। सदाशिवसमारम्भां शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्परां। श्रुतिस्मृतिपुराणानाम् आलयं करुणालयं नमामि भगवत्पाद शङ्करं लोकशङ्करं। शङ्करं शङ्कराचार्यं केशवं बादरायणं सूत्रभाष्यकृतं वन्दे भगवन्तौ पुनः पुनः। समस्तजनकल्याणे निरतं करुणामयं नमामि चिन्मयं देवं सद्गुरुं ब्रह्मविद्वरम्। वसुदेवसुतं देवं कंसचाणूरमर्दनं देवकी परमानन्दं कृष्णं वन्दे जगद्गुरुं। कृष्णं वन्दे जगद्गुरुं। हरि ओम।
Hari Om. Thank you, Manisha. So we are doing Gita Panchamrit, 5 nectar drops, 5 verses from the entire Bhagavad Gita, where there are 700 verses. These 5 verses cover the entire essence of the Bhagavad Gita. And today we are going to reflect upon the 5th verse. So let us revise the first 4 quickly and go to the 5th verse. So the first verse is Uddharet Atmanatmanam Natma Namava Sadhayet Atmaiva Yatmano Bandhu Atmaiva Ripuratmana, means lift yourself by yourself. Don't always keep expecting from outside some motivation, some push. And do not degrade yourself, because we can only degrade our own self by constantly having some negative talk inside. And we saw various examples of negative talk, negative conversation inside, that I cannot do this, I'm like this, I'm not like this, why me, why it is happening in my life, why not in other people's life. And these are all degrading conversations within. Not understanding life, not understanding purpose, not understanding self, God, world. So Bhagavan says that only I can degrade myself. Nobody else can degrade myself. Natma namava sadhayet. Then what to do? Once I lift myself by myself, then what to do? When I lift my mind, then focus on actions. Karmanneva dhikaraste ma phaleshu kadachana. Ma karma phala heturbu mate sangostva karmani. Control the controllables. Don't talk, don't think too much about what is not in my control. Very, very, very important point. I must catch myself or somebody I must appoint in my life, that what is not in my control, why to discuss about it? Let us do perfectly. Let us enhance efficiently the actions what are in my control. And while performing action, ma phaleshu. So don't think of the result while performing action, because when there is anxiety for the results while performing actions, my actions are not perfectly done. Then why to do the actions? The goal must be for chitta shuddhi. For before action, during action, after action, I must experience peace and joy. More and more peace and joy before, during, after action. Otherwise, sometimes we do action, no, I don't want to do it again. Then why you did earlier? Because it has created restlessness. I take up this project, I do this, it is creating more restlessness in the mind. What is the purpose? I must be intelligently performing the actions. Karmanneva adhikaraste. And the last thing, do not get attached to inaction. Akarmani. No, I just want to retire and do nothing. I don't want to contribute to society anything. I don't want to do any seva. I just want to retire and sleep and eat and just watch. No, Bhagavan says, no, that is not possible. कर्मण्येवाधिकारस्ते मा फलेषु कदाचन मा कर्म फल हेतुर्भु माते संगोस्त्व कर्मणि. I like Gurudev's dialogue in this. Remember it. I want to go with my boots on. Not that my boots are hanged up now and then, I'm retired. Nobody's asking me. I'm just spending more and more time on digital media. Then evening I just go and have a walk with all my senior citizens and keep telling about my past. What is the point? So many things to learn, so much seva to do. Those people who are bored in life, they are not doing much seva, they are not learning anything. Then if I do all these actions, what to do with these actions? What should be the attitude behind this action? Yat karoshi adashnasi, yat joshi dadasi, yat tapasyasya kaunteya, tat kurushva madarpanam. Offer all actions to God. Whatever I eat, aham vaishwanaro bhutva is sitting inside. Offer everything. And then that is the very important point. Be his instrument. All actions I do as his seva. Instead of working for family, for job, for business, I work for him. And then everything offered to the highest purpose. That is very inspiring. Then what? Then I develop that love towards God. Ananyas chintayanto mam ye jana paryupasate tesham nityabhiyuktanam yogakshemam vahamyam. Single pointedly I do that action. If I am having tea, I am only having tea. If I am watching TV, I am watching TV. If I am talking, I am talking. Now suppose I am listening to this session, I am only listening to this session. I am not trying to do 100 things at one time, say I am very efficient. No, the brain cannot work that way. Ananyas chintayanto mam. Then Bhagavan says you practice like this and then you can focus on me alone. And then what will happen? Worship without worry, work without complaint. Yogakshemam vahamyam. I will take care of you. I will give you what you need and I will take away from you what you don't need also. I know exactly what you need, what you don't need. So don't worry about what is happening. I am exactly giving the situation, the people, and the knowledge to you what is required in this point of time in love. That is not in your control. Yogakshemam vahamyam. But you only practice ananyas chintayanto mam. Single pointed dedication to whatever we are doing. And then what will be the result of this? Final result. So now we are going to see the fifth nectar drop, final result. And this is the last message of Lord Krishna in the Bhagavad Gita. Last message, last advice. Okay, when we say this is the last advice. Now Bhagavan is so intelligent, you can see he has connected the last advice to the first advice, first suggestion. So what is the first one? Ashochananva shochastvam pradnya vadansha bhasase gatasuna gatasuncha nanu shochanti panditaha. You are talking so big things, you are thinking you are so intelligent, you think you are so educated, you have so much of world knowledge and you have traveled so much, you are always talking big things and then you are feeling sad. You talk as if you are so scholar and you are well read and I know everything. But then Ashochan Anva Shochastam, you are feeling sad because somebody has died. You are creating so much of sorrow, so much of sadness, so much of depression in life, and then other breath you are talking so intelligently, I am Atma, and then you can give lecture on Atma, Brahman, God, corporate life, this, that. Ashochan Anvashocasam. This is where Bhagavan started his discourse. First message to Arjun that don't talk all this kind of big things, and next breath you are saying, I am bored, I don't want to fight, I don't want to do anything, I am sad, this person passed away, I don't want to kill anybody, I will accept defeat, it's okay, Bhagwan, winning, losing, it's everything, war is what? No, Bhagwan says, no, don't talk all this kind of smart talks. And then next breath you are creating sadness. Sadness is the greatest enemy of our mind. Those who are writing, those who are studying these verses as if they are studying, not just time pass listening. They will write down this because sadness is the greatest enemy of mind, not anger. Anger is the second greatest. Sadness is the greatest. Because in sadness, our mind contracts. Though Bhagavan has said, Kamesha Krodhesha Rajoguna Samudbhava. Mahapapma Mahavairi, but still sadness is the greatest enemy. Because Bhagavan started his discourse with this advice, and now the last advice, which is the fifth verse in this Panchamrit Gita. Sarvadharman parityajya mamekam sharanam vraja aham tva sarva papebhya mokshayishyami ma shuchaha. What is the last word? Ma shuchaha. Don't cry. Don't keep crying. So what is, suppose somebody asks you, okay, you have been listening to Bhagavad Gita for 20 years, for 15 years, for 25 years. I can chant entire Bhagavad Gita. I know so many verses by heart. I can write, essays on Bhagavad Gita. What is one central message of the Bhagavad Gita in one word or two words? Don't cry. Don't become sad. Don't complain. Don't worry. Don't create sorrow from within because it is not worth it. It is like, when the milk becomes curd, I'm crying, the curd died, the curd died, the curd died. But you only put that milk died, and then it has become the curd. Because that is going to happen. The milk will become curd because that is the nature of the milk. So when I know the nature of the milk, I only put that one small half spoon of curd, and next day oh no, the milk became curd. Where the milk disappeared, no, I will not beat the milk. No, I cannot connect with the milk. No, I cannot talk with the milk, but milk will become curd. In the same way, this entire Janma Mrityu Jara Vyadhi, Dukkha Doshanu Darshanam. When I know the nature of something, I don't cry. And that's the reason this Bhagavad Gita knowledge does what it gives, the knowledge of the nature of self, nature of God, nature of world. And then Bhagavan says, either way you have no scope of crying. So what is the core message of the Bhagavad Gita? Very powerful. Don't cry. Don't worry. It is not worth it. Even if you cry and then make others cry, and then you will find 100 people who are crying with you, not worth it. Don't worry. I am there with you. Aham tva sarva papebhya. I will liberate you. You do your job, I will do my job. This is the last business deal Bhagavan has given. You are not doing your job and you are not allowing me to do my job. You just do two things and I will do two things. That is the business deal in this verse. Sarva dharman parityajya. Number one I have to do. Mamekam sharanam vraja. Number two I have to do. Then what will Bhagavan do? Bhagavan, आपको भी कुछ काम है ना कि नहीं? Bhagavan says, yes, I will do two things for you. Aham tva sarva papebhya mokshayisha ma shuchaha. I will do also two things that we will discuss now. Why not to worry? This is God's creation. Sthane Rishikesha Tava Prakirtya Bhagwan. When Arjun saw that entire universe is there in Bhagwan, in that Vibhuti Darshan, Arjun said, Bhagwan, this is your world. This world is inside you. It is rotating inside you. You are revolving this world. I should not even know, no, why this America is now going with Israel and, attacking Iran, and then why do, Kali Yuga has come, so bad things are happening, why? It is not your world. It is Bhagwan's world. I have not created anything in this world, if I actually think, except one thing. I have only the capacity to create confusion for myself. Bhagwan's word. Let him enjoy. It is his creation. He is the producer, director, actor. Who I have to criticize and say, no, what is this world? Is Kali Yuga and this is bad, that is bad. Why this is happening? You create. You cannot create health for you. Become fit, reduce weight. You keep your mind cheerful and happy. Work on creating clear intellect. That is in your authority. Control the controllables. Swami Shardananji says, this is world's creation. Don't think about the world. Ramdas Swami says, Thevile anante taisechi rahave, chitti asu dhyave samadhan. You accept yourself, the world and God as it is and the people. Bhagavan says that is the most intelligent thing to do. And then we'll start working towards the best. But when will I go beyond all sorrow, Bhagavan? Once for all, I want permanent, unbroken happiness. Not that, some happiness comes and again touch wood kind of happiness. Then I'm so scared this happiness will go. I want to be happy. I want to experience fearless, independent happiness. My happiness should be uncaused. My peace must be unperturbed. My love must be unconditional. I want to experience this uncaused happiness, unperturbed peace, unconditional happiness. Is there a way to do that? Bhagavan says, yes, definitely. That is my last message to you. What to do? Sarva dharman parityajya means you let go all duties and all karmas. Oh, very nice, very nice. No, it doesn't mean like that. So we will see what is the literal meaning and then what is the symbolic meaning of this. Sarva dharman parityajya means all duties, all forms of dharma you renounce. Mam ekam sharanam, and you take refuge in me. This is the most difficult thing to understand. What is the meaning of surrender? Surrender is not just taking and doing some puja and then going to temple and going to Tirtha Yatra and then Bhagwan, please help me and then, please do good for my family in this world. And what is the meaning of surrender? It is about understanding. I have to do lot of manan and nididhyasanam to have that kind of state of mind of surrender. We will discuss. I have to pay attention. Surrender is not an action. Surrender is an understanding, deeper understanding, subtle understanding. As Guruji says, karma and surrender, it is not very easy to understand. Once I understand karma, mama dharma is the first and last word. And I have to, that is mama dharma means I have to understand mama karma. And here Bhagavan is telling, renounce all karmas. Bhagavan actually would have said, you renounce all adharma. But Bhagavan is saying, no, renounce all dharma. Sarva dharman parityajya. Very interesting, important point to note. Bhagavan is not saying that sarva adharman parityajya. Sarva dharman parityajya Bhagavan is saying. Vraja aham tvam sarva papebhya. I will liberate you. That is my job. From all limitations, all sorrow, all fear, all anger, all frustration, all irritation. What an interesting deal. You do one thing, I will give you 10 things. Moksha isham ima shuchaha. I will liberate you from worry and sorrow once for all. That sorrow, worry will not even come near you. So what is the literal meaning? Abandon all forms of dharma and karma. We have to pay attention what it means. Take refuge in me alone. Surrender means what? It is not escapism. It is not helplessness. It is not the quality of a weak person that one person surrenders. Surrender comes from knowledge. Surrender comes from very deep manan of this knowledge. Surrender comes from courage. Surrender comes from strength. I shall liberate you from all bondages. And do not worry. That is the last message of the Bhagavan. Last word, Ma Shucha. We must remember all the time. Keep smiling at least. Gurudev used to say, last advice of Gurudev, at least smile to karo. So much knowledge of Bhagavad Gita Upanishad, still the face is constipated for 3 days. Constipated faces. What is the core message of this verse? Drop the rigid idea that I am the doer. Sarva dharman parityajya. Core idea is this we are going to discuss. This is not very easy. No, I did this, I did this, I am a self-made person. Bhagavan says, no. I am the doer in Kshetrajnam chapimam vidhi sarva kshetreshu bharata. In 13th chapter, Bhagavan says, I am the doer. You are only an instrument. I only fought the war. You are only an instrument. This, if I remember, I will be always relaxed. Take refuge in the highest. Mamekam Sharanam Raja. Not that my anchor is some small person and some small thing and that thing goes and then I keep crying. Because my anchor is with the highest and I can never be sad in life. Because my anchor are, some situation, person or object, people keep crying. So create an anchor for emotions which is the highest, which is unchangeable. If I keep a changing anchor, then my emotions also will be fluctuating. Sometimes, very nice. Sometimes, I'm feeling sad. Sometimes very angry. Sometimes very peaceful. Trust in divine grace. Aham tva sarva papebhya. There is a limitation for my self-effort, but it is completed by surrender. I can only keep a pillow. I can put on AC. I can put on some perfume, nice candle light, and I can try to sleep. But there are people who cannot sleep only. Bhagavan says, Nidra Devi is not in your hand. She is a Devi. Only she, when she blesses, there are many people cannot sleep whenever they want. All things you do, that is only my preparation. But when that sleep will come and envelop me, that I do not know, not in my control. So liberation is not achieved only by self-effort, but we have to put self-effort, but completed by surrender. And moksha isha mima shuchaha, freedom from sorrow and fear. Do not grieve, do not worry. Very, very, very important. So I must write down in bold letters, make a nice poster and put on my wall in my house. Do not grieve, do not worry. I am there with you. We can see Samartha Swami, saying, Bhyu nakos, mi tuja patishi aahe. That poster we can see. Why? It is same Bhagavad Gita message. What is the essence of this verse? Effort purifies only. Knowledge clarifies. Surrender liberates. I'll repeat. Effort purifies. Knowledge clarifies. And surrender liberates. Sarva dharman parityajya. Now, this is a final deal. What first line we have to do, next 2 lines God will do. Bhagavan says, let us have business deal, let us make a MOU, Memorandum of Understanding. You practice these 2, I will give you these 2. Mamekam Sharanam Vraja, take refuge in me alone. Alone. Draupadi also, initially she looked towards Bhishma, then she looked towards Dronacharya, then she looked towards the Guru, then she looked towards her great husbands, and then nobody is coming, and then she, oh Bhagwan, please save me. Then Bhagwan says, why are you waiting for so long? I was just waiting. The moment she thought, Bhagwan gave her the vastra and saved her life. Saved her abru. Alone. That is a very important word. Not that, I want God, then I want my family also, then I want my job also, then I want this business also, then I want this also, then I have a long bucket list also. In that bucket, I have one God also, and that small God is there at the down, but my bucket list is very good. big one, and I want God for what? To fulfill my wishes. That means God becomes the means and my wishes becomes the goal. Bhagavan says, no, no, no. Sarva dharman parityajya. Make me your anchor and home. Hari Om. When we say, Gurudev is to translate this into two ways. Hari means one who takes away everything. That's the reason if you see in Puranas, Shivji and Brahmaji gave lot of boons to Asuras and Rakshasas, and then Hari had to come, and then Hari will take away their life or destroy their arrogance. Bhagwan has two possibilities. Either Bhagwan will destroy our arrogance, or the Bhagwan will destroy the person only. And then Hari Om, Hari Om. Kabir Dasji says that this world is Birana. This world is dry. Nobody belongs to me here. Bhaja Govinda Adi Shankaracharya says, till you have health, till you have money, till you have fame and some power, everyone will ask you, how are you? They will come near you. The moment you fall sick, you are bedridden, you have nothing to offer to them, you have no money. Your family members also will not come near you. They will do their duty, but no one will going to ask us. So this is not our real home. This is only a 7-star resort which we have come for some time with huge temptations. Our real home is that. What is our real home? Ultimate reality. My nature is Sat Chit Ananda. What is our home? When we go for all nice resorts and lot of travel, when we come home, what we do? We take away our all this outside clothes. We are in our gown or shorts, and then we eat this khichdi, something sadhavar and bhat in Marathi, and then we are sleeping on our bed and our pillow and our glass. Now I am relaxed at my home. A place of peace is a home. A place of comfort is a home. A place of freedom. I can wear anything. I can do anything. I can go to any time toilet as I want. I am fearless. When I come home, I just keep my wallet here, throw my purse there, keep my gold bangles here on the table. Nothing, because I have no fear, because it is my home. A home is where there is care. A home is there where is love. That is Bhagavan is saying, this is your home. I am your home. Come back soon. You are only for some time gone to Bhulok. Don't forget. Once your credit card is over, you have to come back here. Indra Bhagavan, once he came here, he got so engrossed because he took one pig's form, and then pig is something which experiences the bhoga so much. That pig had 10 wives and 50 children, and then so many goddesses had to come to tell Indra Bhagwan, Indra, this is not your home. No, 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 this is my wife and this is my children. And then Naradji told he will not listen that way, and then he cut the body, and then Indra Bhagwan came. Oh, where am I in this gutter staying? My actually home is Swarga. What is surrender? Before that, what surrender is not? That is very important. Surrender is not weakness. Many people think those people who surrender to God, go to temple, do some puja, they are weak. No, no, it is not escapism from the world. Very important. Not irresponsibility, not passivity, not that I just surrender to God and I am free to do anything. I don't do my duty. I behave anything. I behave rudely with people and then say, Bhagwan, I surrender to you everything. Please take it. Bhagwan says, no, no, this is not surrender. It is not that passive approach. No, no, I will not do anything. Now I've withdrawn from the world and now I want to do. Bhagwan says, no, no, you are in that situation. You fight, you rule. आधी संसार करावा नेटका मग परमार्थ साधावा. Ramdas Swami says, here itself you are not doing your perfect job and there you will doing meditation perfectly. Who says? What surrender is? Very important. Surrender is letting go of I am the sole doer, because Bhagwan is the doer. Surrender is trusting the divine order. Surrender is offering outcomes. Surrender is inner relaxation. One of the best way to know whether I have surrender or no, I am relaxed in the most difficult situation because I know this situation Bhagwan has sent, Bhagwan will take away. When Gurudev handed over to Guruji, large global Chinmaya mission, his last word was that there will be some problems Narayana will give and Narayana will take away. You don't worry. Even that was the last word by Gurudev to Guruji. Ma Shucha, you don't worry. I will give you some situation, I will take away when you have learned a lesson from it. Inner relaxation is the deep inner relaxation in term amidst greatest difficult situation is a sign of surrender. A powerful analogy to understand surrender. A wave that resists the ocean suffers. A wave that knows it is the ocean relaxes. No, no, I'm different, I'm separate. One person suffers. Where there is separation, where there is, I am separate, why me, the person suffers. When the wave knows that I am the ocean only, the wave plays on the ocean. The flute is not bothered which rag Hari Prasad Chaurasiya is going to play. Flute is empty. Whatever rag you play, if people like it, that is your credit. If people don't like, that is your thing. I am only a flute. Refuge and surrender, very important to understand. This also comes in Hanuman Chalisa. Hanuman Chalisa, last session we saw that, what is that word? Sarna comes here. Sarana. सब सुख लहे तुम्हारी सरना तुम रक्षक काहू को डरना. In Hanuman Chalisa we saw. So what exactly in surrender in simple layman language, very, very important, very, very beautiful to understand. Sharanam means faith in God. Faith in God means what? Exactly. God is always with me and whenever I call, God will come. That is faith. And when God is with me, I am always putting my best. I will dress up properly. I will speak properly. I am always relaxed. Ata Baisalo Shezari Tukaram Maharaj says. Earlier I was seeking God. Now God is sitting next to me. God knows me as I am, where I am and what I am doing. No, God doesn't know what I am doing. He doesn't know what I am going through. And why this disease or this particular thing is doing with me. God knows everything. Even one small leaf in African jungle with lakhs of trees, one falling, God knows. God knows what is best for me. And He is giving the best situation, person and object in my life. That is faith. Very, very important to know exactly what is surrender and what is faith. Sharanam. Sharanam means what? Hari Kripa. When we experience pleasant situation, we say, Bhagwan, your Kripa. And when something unpleasant is happening, Hari Ichha, very, very powerful to by heart. Hari Krupa, Hari Ichha. Hari Krupa, Hari Ichha, I must keep repeating. When something nice is happening, thank you very much, Bhagwan, your Krupa. When something not pleasant happening, what I don't want, Bhagwan, your Ichha is happening. It is not my Ichha that this is happening, it is your Ichha. Nobody will want, headache to happen or, disease to happen or some people to cheat you. Bhagwan, if that is, nobody will wish that. But when that is happening in my life, it is Hari Ichha. That is surrender. Surrender is equal to complete love without reason. So I can experience it, complete relaxation, complete love when I start experiencing. That is the time I have surrendered to God. It is about understanding. So definitely I have to do puja, I have to go to temple, I have to go to Tirtha Yatra. But while doing that, this slide I must remember, what is that? Whether my surrender is enhancing or no, whether my inner relaxation is enhancing or no, whether my love quotient is enhancing or no. And Hari means what? Haran, one who takes away. What Bhagwan takes away? Our problem, our like dislikes, our attachments, worldly temptations, our ignorance. And that's the reason Bhagwan takes avatar. And that's the reason Bhagwan says that Aham tva sarva papebhya. I will take away all your sorrow. Don't worry because I only have given you. I will take away all your problems because I only have given you. You cannot remove your problem. You just face them. The moment you complete your learning, the problem will disappear. The moment I have learned, duties will disappear. I do feel, think of many things. How shall I think of you alone? Mam ekam sharanam vraja. Renounce everything. Means renounce means what? Renounce dharma means what? Not adharma. But earlier, Bhagavan, you said in Bhagavad Gita so many times that never ever renounce yajna, dana, tapa. Now you are saying renounce everything. What is the meaning? Is it a contradiction? Earlier said you can renounce anything, but never ever renounce action, never ever renounce charity, never ever renounce tapas. But now you are saying renounce everything means what? Now you have to pay attention. What is the meaning of dharma? Sarva dharman parityaja. Dharma means in one word, substratum, essence. The core meaning of dharma is essence. There is another word, if you want to now understand this, guna dharma. Guna means quality, dharma means essence. That because of which a thing is itself, without which the thing cannot be that. That is dharma. I will repeat. That because of which a thing is itself, without which a thing cannot be that. That is dharma of that particular padartha. For example, guna and dharma means non-essential is guna. Essential means dharma. For example, fire. Heat is an essential dharma of the fire. Form of fire is non-essential. Fire can have any form. Another example, sugar. Sweetness is his dharma. If you remove sweetness, sugar will not remain. If you remove heat, fire will not remain. But form can be crystalline. From form can be khadi shakkar. Form can be dissolving in water. The same sugar dissolves in tea and tea becomes sweet. The form goes. Sweetness remains. If I remove the sweetness, sugar cannot be sweet. Sugar cannot be called as sugar. If I remove heat from fire, fire cannot be called as fire. No, this is very easy to understand. How is it related to this? Now, very important point. So I have to ask myself, what is my guna dharma? Human being. What is my guna dharma? So my guna is body, mind, intellect, because it can be female body, it can be male body, it can be neutral body, neutral gender. But what is my dharma? So my dharma essential is Satchitananda. That is my essential nature. My nature, essential dharma is pure existence, pure consciousness, infinite bliss. That is my essential nature. But my guna is body, mind, intellect. So when I say I'm tall, I'm dark, I'm intelligent, that is about body. When I say I'm intelligent, I'm ignorant, that is about intellect. No, I'm very short temper, I'm very loving, sometimes I get frustrated, that is about mind. But that is not essential quality because it keeps changing. Non-essential quality changes. So Bhagavan is saying, Sarva dharman parityajya, dot, renounce that which doesn't belong to you. So we must ask one question, what will come to me when I die? With me. That which doesn't belong to me doesn't belong to me. So what doesn't belong to me? Body doesn't belong to me because it will be burnt or it will be buried or it will be cremated. Or it will be thrown open in Zoroastrian, they throw open the body. The body doesn't belong to me, but I am there. I can observe my mind. Sometimes it is frustrated, sometimes it is angry. So I am not the mind because observer cannot be the observed. I understood. No, I didn't understand. Both are equal, both are ignorance only. Because I am different than an understanding, I am different than that ignorance also. So I am neither the body, neither the mind, neither the intellect. Sarva dharman parityajya. Renounce all that is belonging to body, mind, intellect, and then what? Who am I? My nature is Satchitananda, pure existence, so there is no fear, pure consciousness. I know everything. And then infinite bliss. Infinite bliss. That is a promise in spirituality. So we must read Bhagavad Gita. What cannot be renounced? What is meek, I cannot renounce. I cannot renounce my own nature. I cannot renounce that what I am. So I cannot know what I am. I can only know what I am not. I can only know what I am not. I cannot know what I am because I am. So abiding in what am I? That is the goal of spirituality. And for that, if I want to know who am I, many people want to know who am I. For that, the process is first of all know who I am not. That is enough. If I want to know God, then find out what God is not. I will realize God, I will realize myself. Meditation practice on this Sharana. When I inhale, I say I offer everything to God. When I exhale, I say I surrender everything to God. Because there has to be some practice how to do. This is only understanding. Visualize placing all burdens at Lord's feet. So when I go to sleep, every day I must do this practice. What? I keep my clothes in the cupboard, then I take out the bangles and keep out everything, then earrings and watch and all everything, mobile phone I keep on the side table. Now from today I can do one more practice, very powerful. I keep my body on the table, I keep my mind, I keep my intellect, I keep whatever actions I have done on the side table, they are with me. And then I sleep in God's lap as I am. Visually, you do this practice. This is visualization. When I keep my watch, mobile on the side table, then I say, okay, now this practice I know. I keep my body, I keep my mind, I keep my thoughts, I keep my actions, I keep all experiences, I keep my knowledge, I keep my ignorance. Whatever I know, I keep. And what remains, I sleep in God's lap. So they say, in deep sleep, we are in God's lap. We are not even aware of it. So we say, oh, I had a nice sleep. Contemplate on this. When ego boasts, grace flows. The main problem is that at the ego, I am. The sense of I am is the ego. When I am dissolves, another I am comes. Ahaminashabha jayamaham taya spurati rutsvayam parama purna sat. When this ego dies, then another Atma, I am, emerges. That is the real I. These questions I can ask, these are all exercises for us to do because this is understanding about the verse. What is the question? Whatever roles I am playing at the body level, mind level, intellectual level, husband, wife, grandmother, are these roles leading to inner peace or pressure? No, I have to play now role of grandmother, I have to look after, I have to play a role of husband, I have to play a role of manager, I have to play a role of teacher, I have to play a role of student. They are all roles. Whether that role playing is creating peace or pressure, I have to find out. If it is creating pressure, burden on me, I am not following Karma Yoga, follow Karma Yoga. What am I unwilling to let go? Bhagavan says, Sarva Dharman Parityajya. No, I don't want to let go this opinion, this idea, this family, that job, this. Let go from within. Does surrender means weakness or escapism? No, definitely no. Do I trust the divine intelligence that I will be taken care of? I am already taken care of. Is my sadhana based on love or fear? All the time when I'm doing japa or doing some kind of puja or going to temple or doing swadhyaya or seva, is there a fear? So as I grow spiritually, fear reduces. That is a clear-cut sign. As I grow spiritually, my inner calmness increases. As I grow spiritually, my inner relaxation enhances in all situations. As Guruji says, one who is comfortable with oneself is comfortable under the sky. Anywhere. Is control coming from responsibility or insecurity? Because many people want to control everything. They think without me nothing will happen. Without me what will happen? Without me nothing is going to happen. Bhagwan is controlling everything. Action plan. All of us write down this. One worry I let go today. One fear I release today. This moment, not tomorrow. No, evening I will not. This moment I just release and visualize. And I visualize this one worry and one fear goes to Lord's feet or Gurudev's feet or whoever your Guru is. One daily practice I surrender, which actually tires me out or creates a lot of burden on me. Final tips for sadhak: surrender to the divine. For a corporate leader, surrender to the purpose and the highest goal of the organization. All will align itself. When I'm working for organization, my actions, my decisions, my opinion must be only based on what is good for organization. Full stop. Then in that I disappear. Organization is one of the best means to dissolve ego. Not only spiritual sadhana, family is one of the best place to dissolve ego. For both, freedom begins when ego ends. So it is not outer freedom I'm seeking, I'm expecting, I'm seeking inner freedom, and that is only possible when my ego ends. So with that, we complete Gita Panchamrit and we will chant now all the 5 verses. Shri Bhagavan. Manisha, can you chant? Where is Manisha?
Just 1 second. Na?
Nisha ji, you know all the verses? Okay, please chant. Unmute and chant. Yes, very nice.
Okay. The first one is Uddharet wala, right?
First, start with Sri Bhagavan Uvacha.
Uddharet. Okay. Shri
Sri
Bhagavan
Bhagavan Uvacha.
Vacha Uddharet Atmanatmana Atmanam Avasadayet Atmeva Yatmana Bandhuhu Atmeva Ripuratmanaha. Second one. Karmani vadhikaraste ma phaleshu kadachana ma karma phala hetur bhuhu ma te sangosta karmani. The third one is
Yat
not Ananyana,
karoshi
but
yadashnasi.
Yattaro Yattaroshi Yadashnasi Yat
Yad Yajjuhoshi dadasi yat Yat tapasyasi kaunteya Tat kurushva madarpanam.
Ananya Chintayanto Mam Ye Jana Paryupasate Tesham Nitya
Nityabhiyuktanam.
Yuktana Yog Nitya
Yoga.
Yoga Paryupasate
नहीं, एक बार वापस अगेन
Ananyas, okay, Ananyas Chintayanto Mam Tesham Ke
नहीं नहीं नहीं,
Yoga
नो
Wait.
अनन्याश्चिन्तयन्तो माम, अभी आप रुक
So,
जाइए. अनन्याश्चिन्तयन्तो माम ये जना पर्युपासते तेषां नित्याभियुक्तानां योगक्षेमं वहाम्यहम्. या बोलिए.
yeah. Ananyas Chintayanto Mam no,
ये
then
नहीं, ये जना.
Ye Jana Paryupasate um,
तेषां
uh, Nityabhiyuktanam Yogakshemam Vahamyaham. And the last one is Sarva Dharman Parityajya Mamikam Sharanam Vraja Aham Tva Sarva Papebhyah Moksha Ishyami Mashtuchaha.
very nice,
Hari Om.
very nice, Nisha. It is not very
I
easy.
think I
Suddenly
should
you call somebody, and even though one knows, थोड़ा सा वो
हो जाता है
चैलेंज
इसमें.
रहता है. Very good, Nisha. So Hari Om to all. So One first homework, we have to by heart all these 5 verses properly. Properly is the important word. Properly. This is very important. Tomorrow anyone can just wake us up from sleep and ask us to chant. It has to be coming properly. This is very important. As I mentioned, when Swarupananji had gone to Harvard University, none of the Hindu came and was able to chant even one verse properly of Bhagavad Gita, which is a tragedy in Hinduism. एक भी वर्स कॉन्फिडेंटली बोल नहीं सकते मीन्स व्हाट व्हेन देयर आर 100 people 5,000 people एटलीस्ट 5 वर्स बायट करो बिकॉज दैट विल कम टू योर माइंड एंड वी कैन चैंट I may be chanting every day, but when somebody says suddenly chant one verse, we have to remember which verse, what, and we keep thinking for 10 minutes and then keep reading in Google and we require Google and then we require some support. No, no, no. So, Rupananji and Guruji has given us these 5 verses to by heart. Then again go back and chant properly and learn them. And now we are creating modules for children, schools and colleges and corporates. So now they will get ready. I have received so many names. So we will shortly do a train the trainer program. I would like to take 2 minutes, and there was one project I had given to many sadhaks. So I would just like to complete that. What is the shift in you before Gita knowledge, after Gita knowledge? So I'll take 2 minutes, 3 minutes extra. Those who want to leave can leave, but many sadhaks had given. But I would request all of you to wait and see what sadhaks have given before and after. So please ensure that if you have not done, you can write down for yourself, even if you don't want to share with somebody. But this is what many sadhaks have shared with me. I have just compiled them and sharing with you. Before and after Gita knowledge, Sa Vidya Ya Vimuktaye. That was the project given. So I'll just read out what all things sadhaks have given. Before Gita knowledge, what was the state? I used to have lots of irrational expectation from self and others. I used to get very short-tempered and agitated if my expectations are not met. I was not confident in handling many situations and people. I was always complaining and criticizing. I used to experience anxiety and fears due to my attachments. I was rude and had less vairagya. I used to be confused a lot on what should I do in various situations. I was ignorant of my true nature as Satchitananda. I used to search happiness in the world. I have realized I have lot of tamas. My I-ness and my-ness was making me dance a lot. I used to be a beggar of happiness from the world. This is all people have written down. Huh? Before, I used to constantly compare between my two children in their nature, milestones, and their behavior. Constant comparison of my own children. I was very emotional earlier. I was full of expectation, desires, blame, uncertainty on why some stressful situations are happening in my life. I used to complain, criticize a lot. I used to worry a lot about my kids, self, family, my life. I was very short-tempered and spoiled. One sadhak has written. I was always tensed and with unwanted happenings around me. I used to get very angry very easily. I was not knowing I was not knowing why and how to look within. I was not very compassionate and understanding. Before this knowledge, I used to have very narrow view of life, relying on unscrutinized belief, assumptions, and habits. I used to feel trapped and pathetic in many situations and lack clear clarity on problem solving. I was more timid. What next question is to bother me? Before, I had sleep issues, stress, anxiety, eating more than what I need problem. This was a problem for one sadhak. Anger, confusion, and digital addiction challenge. After Gita knowledge, I accept self and others as they are and as they are not. I strive for excellence. I experience more calm, patient in dealing with judgmental people, especially judgmental people. I feel more confident in handling situations and people. Now I am more aware of my negative thought patterns. I do japa regularly. I have developed doing my best and leaving the rest attitude. Now I am more forgiving. Now I am keen on knowing oneself than others. Now I have less fears. Now I know I have the treasure of happiness within me, which I want to discover, which I am discovering. Now I know all jivas are born with their own set of vasanas, so I don't worry a lot about my own kids and family. Now I thoughtfully respond and also practicing pause technique. Now I know I am the witness. Things are happening to the body and I am different than the body. I know I am not the real doer, so I have stopped blaming. Now I analyze more, believe that there is solution to all problems. Now my perception about myself and life has changed, which has created calm, peace, and accepting others' attitude. I focus now on performing my actions as efficiently as I can. Now I am more truthful to myself and others. Now I get less affected by what others say. Now I am more compassionate to all living beings. Now I have understood the importance of scriptural knowledge in my day to day living. Now instead of worrying a lot, I pray and do japa a lot. Now I try to reason out the situation instead of brooding over it. Now I try to manage my mind and I am successful 30% of the time. Now I feel more mature and even people know who people who know me have told me. Now my curiosity and commitment to lifelong learning is increased. Now I feel I have found the inner source of strength in life. Now I am more tolerant towards people and situation. Now I feel I am better version of myself now. Now I have learned to say no in life and I experience lot of inner freedom due to it. Now my actions are more intentional. Slowly my body identification is reducing. I introspect a lot, which has improvised me a lot. I do not try to change others because I know I cannot change them. I focus on changing myself, my perception, my thinking, my knowledge, my practices. Now I am taking study class with confidence. This Nisha had mentioned. Only one I am mentioning. Huh? I experience contentment and peace within. Now I enjoy satsang with like-minded people. Now every day I work on making my life a clean slate. I have learned to be a good listener. Now I cry less. This is the last one, very interesting. I cry less, I cook better, I respond better, I feel better, I feel lighter. I have quality meal time with my family, which is the best thing what has happened after Gita knowledge. So thank you very much for responding. And those who have not given or not written, please write down for yourself and see what is the shift in me. If I don't write down, I will be just doing Shravan Manan, but I will not recognize what is the shift in me because Sa Vidya Ya Vimuktaye. Definition of knowledge is that which liberates you from negative things and then gives us a different vision, perception of our own life. Thank you very much. So next class, I would request again, those who are listening here, I can see you have been there with us for long, but now this week you have to contact at least 25 people and tell that next week we are going to start Mahabharat. Fascinating, we all know, but what we are going to do, we are going to dispel some myths, about Draupadi, about Karna, about and some Mahabharat characters, and we will learn from them and we will say our problems are nothing. Lord Krishna had much greater international, national, personal, family problem. His own son didn't listen to him and married one Rakshasi. Krishna's own son, and here people are going, no, my children are not listening to me. Arey bhaiya, Lord Krishna's son only didn't listen to him and married one Rakshasi. So, very, very interesting stories. And we know why Krishna is a Lord and great and always smiling and handled a lot of problems. So Bhagavad Gita we have learned, but now we'll see where Bhagavad Gita appears and what is the background. And after Bhagavad Gita and the Mahabharat war, what happened afterwards? That also many people do not know because we know, but we will see what is the myth and what is reality. from what exactly Ved Vyasji has written, not what the producers and directors show us on the screen, because our knowledge of Bhagavad Gita and Ramayana is what we saw on the screen. Because 1 lakh verses, big one. So please, flyer will come within a day or two. Please start. And stories everyone likes. Again and again we can listen to stories. So there will be a lot of stories. There will be no PPT. I will have the draft and then I will tell the story, because story का PPT नहीं हो सकता, वो थोड़ा मजा चले जाएगा. ओम पूर्णमद पूर्णमिदं पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्यते पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते. ओम शांति शांति शांति. हरि ओम. श्री गुरुभ्यो नमः. हरि ओम.